CBS 42's Mike McClanahan digs into this issue in a report that might leave you scratching your head, wondering how is this even legal?
Tuesday, excited 18-year-old Ulysses Bailey got his first chance to vote. We met him when he was signing up.
So like the first time in history, so it's like making history.
He filled in all the blanks on his voter registration form except the one marked optional. But would Ulysses be as open if he knew the information was going to go in one big database that anyone could access? Maybe, maybe not. What about the other 3 million registered voters in the state? Secretary of State Beth Chapman.
Many citizens in Alabama who registered to vote, I'm sure, would prefer that all their information be kept confidential. I know I certainly would. But according to state law, voter registration lists can be sold, and they are sold.
In Alabama, your voting information can be bought for just a penny. Who buys? Anyone who contacts Beth Chapman's office. Politicians, a pecan farm, a political science professor, churches, even newspapers want your voter registration information, and under Alabama law, they can have it. At a penny a name, you might be surprised how much some people are willing to pay to get your voter registration information. A voter registration form says a lot about a person.
When a person purchases the list, it will have the voter's name, address, birth date, telephone number, and the optional information, the person's race, the person's gender.
Whether you sell political ads or plain old ads, the information is valuable. By September, voter list sales had already generated $67,000 for 2008. In 2005, the sales brought in twice as much. Chapman says that money goes straight back into the voter registration system, but some get the info for free.
Each political party is given one voter registration list a year, and at this time today, I offered to provide both parties with a new list for this election.
The form reads,
if you decide to register to vote, the office at which you are submitting this application will remain confidential and will be used only for voter registration purposes.
But the truth is,
the voter list can be sold.
And if you want to opt out of the voter registration database, you can't. And because it's state law, Chapman says the only people who can do anything about that work across the street at the State House. You can always write them a letter if you don't like it. There's a good chance they already have your address. In Montgomery, Mike McClanahan, CBS 42 News.
Very eye-opening story. Thank you, Mike. Now, Alabama isn't the only state which sells voter lists. So on our website, cbs42.com, you can find tools to prevent identity theft and download a detailed national registration form, which explains exactly what is and is not required of voters.
Unbelievable.
I am amazed at this law. I am going to tell my state officials to make my information private. Although I have written many times in the past on other issues, to no avail.